Hi guys, so today I wanted to share with you what I spent in the month of May as a Scottish female on a low budget. So the first thing I spent money on this month was council tax. And that was £103.90. Obviously there's not much control over that. If you were renting or things like that, you could look at when you're renting somewhere what the council tax band is. This is with the 25% discount. Other ways of loan, yeah, there's not really much you can do about council tax. So that was my council tax. I do not have any rent or a mortgage to pay because I aggressively paid my mortgage off. So thankfully I do not have that bill. I went without a lot of things to pay that. So there's no rent or mortgage. My next expense was my gift, which is £10 a month. And that's my phone. So I don't have a house phone. I don't have any internet or broadband or anything like that. But with the gift at the moment, they're giving you 60 gigabytes data a month for the £10. So what I do is I tether my laptop to it. And if I want to go on like YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, I can use the laptop to do it, and the data will come from the gift which I don't even use half of it, to be honest. So yeah, so there's no internet charges, no broadband, no telephone line. I just use my gift. The only thing I'd say with gift is a few weeks ago there was a problem with the signal, which made me reevaluate it a little bit. But I think all phone lines now are done through internet anyway, so I probably would have still had the problem with the phone line because the internet was down in general in my area. So if you're on an internet phone, I wouldn't have been able to use emergency services. But so yeah, so that's the two there. Don't think there's many ways I could make that any less. I said this is a rolling contract. I can cancel it at any time without any fee. But you know, I'm quite happy for the £10 a month, and like I said, it covers my internet. So this month my electric bill was £0. I didn't need to top the meter up this month, so that was £0. So that's cool. So far for set bills, £113.90. My next main thing, my food bill. So that was probably my most expensive area for the month. So this is for 2 people. And for the month I spent £166. Sorry, I'm looking at the... and 55 pence, which averages out at 41.64 a week, or yeah, per week for 2 people. So around £20 a week per person, which I think is really good. Definitely things in there that I could have bought less. So I spent £70 and a penny at Morrison's, £44.39 at Asda's, and I also spent £52.15 at Iceland. So this is buying different things. Most expensive shop, Morrison's, probably lasted the least time actually. There's a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables in that. So yeah, £166.55 for food, so which isn't bad. So miscellaneous purchases which were not needed was I spent £17.98 on eBay. And I also spent £27.50 on eating out. So this was eating out twice. And it was also, each time it was for 2 people. Eating out. And for 2 people. So yeah, that's all my expenses for the month. So again, if I was being extra frugal, I would cut these ones out. I wouldn't bother with this. The food bill, I actually think I could get less. I said there was a lot of, particularly the Morrison shop, there was a lot of like organic fruit and veg, a lot of like really healthy things, better cuts and meats, things that I wouldn't normally buy, but I've been off unwell, so it's a little treat. Yes, I could probably get that down to, I could probably make this quite a bit less. And the council tax, so for the whole month, on essentials, like things that I couldn't control the cost of, we are 113. That's some things that I have no control over the cost. And then obviously the 166.55 for the food, which would be less. Oh, sorry, that's in the wrong place. 66.55. And then obviously the eBay and that. So I spent approximately 206, 70, 80, 330-ish. And that's all in. So again, I think, you know, you could take out this, make the food bill cheaper. I could probably be under £200 without electric. I think I might need to get electric this month, so that would probably, I usually top up about £100. That usually lasts a few months. We're obviously in the summer months, so yeah, that's what I'm spending on a very low budget. So thank you for watching. If you've got other ideas on how to cut spending, just pop a comment below. Thank you very much.